Ever feel like even though we're like more connected than ever, something's missing? Like all the social media, all the instant messaging. It's not quite cutting it.
Right.
Can't replace, really belonging.
Yeah.
So we're diving into the power of community today.
Okay.
Why it matters. Not just to, survive,
Right.
but really thrive.
Well, what's so interesting is that this need to connect.
Yeah.
It's not just like a modern thing.
Right.
This goes way back.
Huh?
I mean, it's in our DNA.
Really?
Yeah, we're wired for it.
Huh.
Think about like our earliest ancestors
Okay.
relied on those tight-knit groups
Yeah.
for safety and survival.
It's not just about like people liking your posts then, huh?
No.
It's deeper.
Much deeper.
So what does science say about like the benefits of these strong communities?
Well, studies show people with strong social connections, they actually experience a bunch of positive stuff.
Oh, like what?
Better mental health, better physical health,
Uh-huh.
more resilient to stress.
Okay.
They even live longer.
Wait, longer lives.
Yeah.
That's a good reason to like join a book club or something.
Right.
But how does that even work?
Well, think about it this way. When we're isolated, our bodies kind of go into this like chronic stress mode.
Oh.
Certain hormones, like cortisol, they stay elevated, which over time, not good.
No.
Can lead to inflammation, weaken the immune system.
Oh, I see.
But being part of a supportive community, it helps buffer that stress.
So it's like a built-in stress buster just by,
Yeah, exactly.
having people.
Having people around.
Okay, I get it. What about the flip side, though?
Okay.
What happens when we don't have that connection?
So loneliness, isolation,
Yeah.
they have a real impact, a measurable impact on our well-being.
Really?
Yeah. Studies link them to, well, increased risks of depression and anxiety,
Right.
but also physical problems,
Like what?
heart disease, even dementia.
Wow. It makes you think about how we prioritize community, right? It's not, just a nice thing to have.
Right.
It seems pretty crucial.
Yeah.
But how does connection actually heal us?
Okay.
It can't just be about like having someone to vent to.
Right. It's more than that. When we experience a genuine connection, several powerful things happen.
Oh,
So first, we develop this sense of belonging.
Okay.
Like we're not alone.
Yeah.
That there are people who understand us
Right.
and accept us.
Like you can finally exhale.
Yes.
Like you've been holding your breath.
Exactly.
Belonging's just the start, though, right?
Well, yeah.
There's got to be more.
Absolutely. So beyond belonging comes support.
Okay.
That tangible support.
Like what?
Someone to, cry on when things are tough, a helping hand when you need it.
It's like a safety net.
Yes, it is.
Makes a huge difference.
It really does.
I imagine there's like a growth aspect too, though.
Of course.
Being part of a community.
Yeah. When we surround ourselves with people who inspire us and challenge us,
Right.
it helps us grow, expand our perspectives, learn new things.
So it's like a diverse book club.
Exactly. You're exposed to different viewpoints, different ways of thinking.
That makes sense.
And, research shows this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this diversity of thought, it actually leads to like better problem-solving skills and creativity.
So it's not just about feeling good.
Right.
It's about sharpening the mind.
Yes.
Pushing yourself to grow.
Exactly.
I bet that sense of purpose plays a hope too.
Absolutely.
Feeling like you're part of something bigger.
Yeah, contributing to a community, whether it's, volunteering, sharing your skills, just being there for other.
Right.
It gives us meaning.
Yeah.
Fulfillment. It taps into that human need to make a difference.
To give back.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got belonging, support, growth, and purpose.
Mm-hmm.
All pretty powerful reasons to prioritize community.
Yeah.
But let's be honest.
Okay.
Building those connections.
Yeah.
Not always easy.
You're right.
There are hurdles.
There are.
Anxieties to face.
One of the biggest, I think, is that fear of rejection.
Oh, yeah.
Putting yourself out there, risking judgment.
Yeah.
It can feel, so vulnerable.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah.
I remember I wanted to join this writing group,
Okay.
but I was terrified to share my work.
I hear that.
What helped me, I think, was just reminding myself that everyone starts somewhere.
Right.
Nobody's born a master writer or, a social butterfly or anything.
No.
It's about giving yourself permission to be a beginner,
Yeah.
to stumble a bit,
That's okay.
and it's okay.
It is. And, we often put so much pressure on ourselves to be perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Especially social situations.
Oh, totally.
But allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, to show up imperfectly.
Yeah.
That's where true connection, I think, begins.
Once I did take that leap,
Yeah.
I was so surprised by how welcoming the group was.
Oh, good.
And it turned out everyone had those fears,
Right.
those same insecurities.
Exactly. Sharing those vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
It can actually build trust.
A relief to know you're not alone, right?
Big time.
But fear of rejection isn't the only hurdle, is it?
No,
Life gets busy.
it does.
Priorities shift.
All the time.
How do we even find the time to cultivate community
Yeah.
with everything going on?
Right, amidst all the demands of modern life.
Right. It's like between work and family
Mm-hmm.
and trying to sleep, where does community fit in?
Yeah, yeah.
It can feel overwhelming.
It can't. Well, one thing I tell people is start small.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be this big, time-consuming thing.
Right.
Look for opportunities in your existing routine.
So like what?
Maybe it's joining a walking group in your neighborhood,
Okay.
attending like a free yoga class at the park, or even just, chatting with a barista at your favorite coffee shop.
I love that. It's not about adding like another thing to your to-do list.
Right.
It's about fitting it into things you're already doing.
Precisely.
Okay.
And as you explore those options,
Yeah.
remember to be authentic.
Okay.
Let your true self shine.
Right.
That genuine energy,
Yeah.
that's what attracts like-minded people.
It creates foundation.
It does.
So no need to pretend to be someone you're not.
No.
Just be yourself.
Be yourself.
And the right people will show up.
Exactly. Authenticity it's like a magnet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you're struggling to find that community, that really feels right,
Yeah.
don't be afraid to create your own.
Oh, wow.
Start a book club, organize a hiking group, or even connect with people online.
Okay.
People who share your passions.
That's so empowering.
Yeah.
If you can't find it, build it.
Exactly.
But once you're in a community, how do you make sure those connections actually grow?
Okay, good question.
It's not just about showing up.
Right, it's not. Active participation is key.
Okay.
And I think a big part of that is shifting from a, consumer mindset
Right.
to a contributor mindset.
I see. So it's not just about what you get.
Right.
It's about what you give.
Yes.
Instead of showing up to a potluck empty-handed,
Yeah.
bring a dish.
Bring a dish.
What are some ways people can contribute meaningfully?
Well, I think it can be as simple as offering your time,
Okay.
your skills.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're, a great organizer.
Right.
Or you're a fantastic listener.
Yeah.
Maybe you have a particular talent you can share.
So play to your strengths.
Yes. Use your unique gifts
Yeah.
to enrich the community.
And don't underestimate the power of, just small acts of kindness.
Oh, absolutely.
A compliment, a listening ear, offering to help with a project.
Those little things go a long way.
Building trust.
Building bonds.
It's about reminding each other we're in this together.
We are.
And speaking of connection, we can't forget about technology, can we?
Right.
It's not all bad
No, it's
when
not.
it comes to community.
Online communities can be incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
Especially for people who maybe feel isolated geographically
Right.
or have really specific interests.
Right, right.
Things like Facebook groups, online forums,
Mm-hmm.
even dating apps.
Yeah, yeah.
They can offer a person's belonging.
It's like access to this global network
Right.
of potential friends, mentors, collaborators.
It is, but of course there are pitfalls
Oh, yeah.
to online stuff.
Right.
You got to be mindful of your interactions, choose communities that, match your values and prioritize genuine connection.
Not just superficial engagement.
No.
Be intentional
Be intentional.
with how we interact online,
Yeah,
just like in person.
absolutely.
Okay, we've covered a lot.
Yeah, we have.
From overcoming those fears to finding the right fit
Yeah.
to contributing.
Let's be real. Building community, it takes time
It does.
and effort.
Not a quick fix.
Yeah, right. It's a journey, not a destination.
And it's important to, be patient
Be patient.
with yourself, with the process.
Exactly.
But what about when it feels like you're putting in the effort
Yeah.
and not seeing results?
Okay.
What would you tell someone who's feeling stuck?
Well, first, you're not alone.
Right.
Building community can be challenging.
Yeah.
And there will be times when it feels like an uphill battle,
Mm-hmm.
but it's in those moments of struggle,
Yeah.
That resilience, perseverance, they become even more important.
Like you got to push through the uncomfortable stuff,
Yeah.
the doubt,
It's hard.
to get to those deep connections.
It is. It is. You're right. And
Yeah.
remember, you're not just building community for yourself.
Yep.
You're contributing to something much bigger.
Right.
You're creating a space for other people to feel seen, supported, inspired.
Powerful reminder, it's not just about taking.
Right.
It's about giving,
Mm-hmm.
being that support for others.
It is.
So even when it's tough,
Yeah.
worth it
Right.
for ourselves and the ripple effect.
I think one thing that can help when you're feeling discouraged
Mm-hmm.
is to focus on gratitude.
Okay.
Just take a minute,
Yeah.
appreciate the connections you do have,
Okay.
no matter how small.
Right.
It may seem insignificant, but
Yeah.
Even, a quick chat with a neighbor, a kind word from a stranger.
Yeah.
It can brighten your day.
Totally.
And remind you of the good out there.
It's like shifting your focus, right?
Yes.
From what's lacking
Yeah.
to what's already there.
Absolutely.
Those little moments that we often take for granted.
We do.
Tiny seeds of community.
Yeah.
Just waiting to grow.
Exactly. And as you continue on this journey of connection, remember that there are communities all around us.
Okay.
Sometimes in the most unexpected places.
Like what?
Your workplace, your gym,
Okay.
even like an online forum for your hobby.
Yeah. Yeah.
The opportunities are there.
If we're open to them.
Yeah, if we're open to them.
It's about being present, being curious.
Yeah.
Willing to take that first step.
Absolutely.
Strike up a conversation, offer help.
Right.
Or just, smile.
Yeah.
Acknowledge someone.
And who knows,
Like-
that one little connection
Yeah.
could be the spark.
Okay.
That ignites a friendship.
Right.
A
movement.
Even a movement, yeah.
Wow, that's inspiring.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's one thing?
One key takeaway.
Yeah.
I would say connection is a choice.
Okay.
It's a decision we make
Yeah.
every day
Right.
to prioritize relationships, to nurture our communities.
To show up authentically.
Exactly.
And it's a choice that can transform us,
You can.
not just individually,
Right.
but collectively.
It is. It's about recognizing that
Yeah.
we're all in this together.
We are.
Connected
Mhm.
in ways we may never fully understand.
So as you go about your day, your week, your life,
Yeah.
ask yourself,
What's that?
what choices can I make
Mm-hmm.
to cultivate that sense of belonging
Yeah.
for myself and others?
It's a good question.
And remember, you don't have to do it alone.
You
We have a
do.
community right here,
You do.
ready to support you.
That's right.
Share your experiences, your challenges, your triumphs. Let's keep talking.
Yeah, let's keep this conversation going.
We're all in this together.
We are.
And sometimes the most healing happens when we realize we're not alone.
Powerful stuff.
And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into the healing power of community.
Okay.
Until next time, stay connected
Stay curious.
and keep diving deep. It's like the only way out is through,
Yeah.
got to push through the discomfort,
Yeah.
the doubt,
Mm-hmm.
to get to those connections.
And it's not just for you. You're building for others, too. You're creating a space for them to feel seen, supported.
So even when it feels hard,
Yeah,
it's worth it
I think so.
for us and for everyone else.
Yeah, for the ripple effect.
What helps when you're feeling like discouraged?
Oh, good question.
Putting in the effort, but
Yeah.
not really seeing the results.
I think focus on gratitude.
Okay.
Take a moment to, really appreciate the connections you do have.
Right.
Doesn't matter how small.
Yeah.
Even just a chat with a neighbor or a kind word from a stranger
I get that.
can really make a difference.
It's like shifting your focus. What's
Yeah.
there, not what's missing.
Exactly.
Those little moments.
The little things, yeah.
That we often don't even notice.
We don't.
We don't. They're
They're like seeds.
just waiting. And as you go on this journey,
Yeah.
building connection, remember there are communities everywhere.
There are.
Sometimes where you least expect it.
Oh, totally.
Like work the gym, an online forum for something you love.
Exactly. Those opportunities.
Right out there.
If we're open to seeing
Be
them.
present, be curious,
Yeah.
and be willing to,
Yeah.
take that first step.
That can be hard.
It can, but it's worth it.
So, strike up a conversation.
Yeah.
Offer to help.
Just, smile at someone.
Establish them.
Who knows what can happen
It's true.
from one little connection,
A spark could lead to a friendship.
a network.
A whole movement.
Yeah, wow.
It's pretty amazing.
So as we wrap up
Okay.
this deep dive into community,
Yeah.
what's like the one thing?
The key takeaway,
Yeah.
I would say connection, it's a choice.
Okay,
It's a decision.
right.
We make every single day
Yeah.
to prioritize relationships,
Nurture those communities.
show up authentically.
And it's a choice.
Yeah.
That can really change things.
It can, not just for you,
Right, for everyone.
for all of us, because
Yeah.
we're all in this together.
Yeah.
Connected in ways we may never fully grasp.
As you go about your day, your week,
Mm-hmm.
even your life,
Yeah.
ask yourself,
What's that?
what choices can I make
Mm-hmm.
to really cultivate belonging?
For yourself and for those around you.
Powerful question.
It is.
And remember, you're not alone.
You're not.
We have this incredible community here.
Yeah, we do.
Share your experiences, your
Those
challenges.
triumphs.
Keep the conversation going.
Absolutely.
We're all in this together.
We are.
And sometimes healing comes from knowing
Yeah.
that we're not alone.
That's the truth.
And on that note,
Okay.
we'll wrap up this deep dive into community.
Sounds good.
Until next time,
Stay curious.
stay connected and